That factory-integrated winch mount on the front bumper isn't an aftermarket upgrade. It's a production specification that tells you Chevy built this Colorado to go places the Tacoma TRD Pro can only follow on a very good day. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why the Colorado Trail Boss Iron Ridge doesn't just challenge the Tacoma TRD Pro, it makes the TRD Pro's factory off-road brief look like it stopped short of where buyers actually go. There's one factory specification on this Colorado that no production midsize truck has offered before, and it changes the math on what you actually need to spend to be capable in serious terrain. I'll get there. And is the Iron Ridge actually a trail truck that experienced off-road buyers would choose over a purpose-built alternative? My answer isn't simple, and it isn't what the sticker price suggests. We're covering the cabin, the exterior, and the powertrain. And the origin of the Iron Ridge brief, that didn't come from a marketing team. It reportedly came from 6 months of observation in Baja. That detail matters, and it lands harder by the end of this video. Here's what stands out as the most significant decision on this truck, and it's not the suspension lift, and it's not the mud terrain tires. It's the factory-integrated winch mount. In the mid-size off-road segment, a factory winch integration is an industry first. Every current competitor either deletes winch capability entirely or forces the buyer toward an aftermarket bumper that introduces warranty complications on structural components. A factory-integrated winch changes both the liability calculation and the resale story simultaneously. It tells you Chevy built this truck with the understanding that getting stuck is an actual operational scenario, not a situation to disclaim. My opinion, this is the most consequential factory decision in the mid-size off-road segment since the TRD Pro introduced factory Fox shocks in 2015. It directly challenges Toyota's capability position and raises the bar for what a factory trail truck has to include to be taken seriously. Speculative tech number 1, terrain preload suspension. Forward-facing cameras map terrain geometry 20 feet ahead and pre-position each corner's damper rate before the wheel makes contact with the obstacle. Standard adaptive suspension reacts. This system prepares. That distinction is felt immediately during repeated obstacle approach at trail speed. The chassis engineering establishes the intent. The cabin is where this truck has to prove it was designed for the driver, not just the terrain. Step inside, and the first thing that recalibrates expectations is the bronze accent system. This isn't a trim package, it's a design language applied with consistency across every functional surface the driver touches. The HVAC rotary dials, the drive mode selector, the gear selector ring, the steering wheel frame, and the door pull accent strip all carry the same knurled bronze finish. When a manufacturer applies a single hardware finish that consistently across control surfaces, it signals pre-production coordination that costs real money. Someone made a deliberate decision to spend it. The drive mode selector is the most operationally significant control in the cabin. A knurled rotary dial with positive D10 feedback communicates mode changes through touch before the driver looks down to confirm. That's the correct ergonomic choice for a truck operating over rough terrain, where eyes forward time matters. The Z71 badge integrated into the infotainment housing below the screen is a small detail, but its placement confirms this is a factory specification, not a dealer-fitted cosmetic. Speculative tech number 2, sealed magnetic rotary encoding. The bronze drive mode and HVAC rotaries use magnetic detent mechanisms rather than conventional mechanical click systems. The engineering reason: mechanical click rotaries lose tactile precision under extreme temperature cycling, 140-degree interior heat on a summer trail day, followed by overnight cold. Magnetic detents maintain consistent engagement force across that full temperature range. For anyone who's reached for a control on a dusty trail and felt it skip past the intended position, this is the engineering answer to that problem. Where I think they've left a question open, the two-tone dark gray and saddle leather seat combination is well executed, but the perforation density on the seat centers is lighter than what's visible on comparable TRD Pro Softex seating. For a truck that will see mud and sweat and trail dust regularly, seat material durability matters more than most buyers consider until year 3. The cabin makes a coherent argument for a trail truck that respects the driver's intelligence. The exterior section is where the Iron Ridge origin story starts to make sense. Here's the piece I can share now. The Iron Ridge program reportedly originated after Chevy's Colorado development team spent 6 months in the Baja 1000 support corridor, observing what private teams actually needed from a trail truck. The brief wasn't built around a marketing capability checklist. It was built around what competitive teams were paying aftermarket builders to do, that the factory had never offered. The factory winch mount is the most visible result of that brief. But what's happening under the body panels is going to make the Baja connection considerably more relevant. Start at the front. The off-road bumper geometry is lower and wider than the production Trail Boss bumper, providing increased approach angle clearance while the integrated skid plate extends the protected underbody length forward. Those black fender flares aren't styling, they're accommodating a track width expanded to accept the wider all-terrain tire envelope without rubbing at full suspension travel. The red coilover units visible at the front corners confirm this isn't a suspension lift kit applied to a standard setup. The coilovers are positioned and valved specifically for this application. At the rear, the auxiliary lights flanking the tow hitch confirm this truck is expected to operate after dark in remote terrain, not just pose for trail photos at sunrise. Overall length runs approximately 212 inches in crew cab configuration on a 128-inch wheelbase. Ground clearance with this suspension specification sits approximately 10.5 inches, meaningfully above the Tacoma TRD Pro's 9.4 inches. Design verdict: this exterior holds because every modification traces back to a specific operational requirement from the Baja observation brief. Nothing on this truck exists purely for visual impact. The exterior engineering makes the case for where this truck goes. The powertrain determines whether it can get there under its own terms. The 2.7-liter turbocharged four-cylinder in Iron Ridge specification delivers an estimated 310 horsepower, the same output as the Silverado Trail Boss unit, channeled through an 8-speed automatic with a dedicated crawler gear ratio. Context: the Tacoma TRD Pro's 2.4-liter turbo produces 278 horsepower. That 32 horsepower gap matters less at low-speed trail work, but at highway speeds approaching a trailhead after a 3-hour drive, the Colorado's power delivery feels noticeably broader through the mid-range. Speculative tech number 3. Active winch load management. The factory winch connects to the truck's chassis load sensors and traction control module. When winching, the system monitors frame flex and wheel slip simultaneously, modulating engine torque in sync with winch pull force to prevent chassis torsional overload. No production truck has managed this from the factory. It's the engineering answer to the scenario where the winch and the drivetrain are working against each other at the worst possible moment. The capability picture is thorough. The financial picture is what determines whether any of it translates into a purchase decision. Now, here's what I actually think, and I'm going to be completely straightforward with you. That factory specification that no production midsize truck has offered before, it's the active winch load management combined with the factory bumper integration. Because it means this truck is the first in the segment where the winch and the drivetrain are engineered as a system rather than as separate components that happen to coexist. That's not a trim upgrade. That's a platform-level engineering decision that the Tacoma TRD Pro at its current price point cannot match from the factory. Pricing for the Colorado Trail Boss Iron Ridge in this specification lands between $58,000 and $68,000 depending on configuration. Real-world context, a fully optioned Tacoma TRD Pro runs approximately $60,000 to $65,000 and delivers Fox shocks, a locking rear differential, and Toyota's proven reliability record. But no factory winch, no factory bumper integration, and 32 fewer horsepower. A Ford Ranger Raptor tops out around $68,000 with 405 horsepower and Fox live valve suspension, but the Raptor is a high-speed desert runner, not a technical trail truck, and that distinction matters enormously to the buyer this Colorado is targeting. On depreciation, Trail Boss trim Colorados have held residual value more competitively than standard Z71 trims over 5-year windows because the specification is verifiable and the capability is documentable. On maintenance, the 2.7-liter turbo runs the same service intervals as the standard Colorado with no additional complexity from the off-road specification beyond the factory winch service schedule. Here's the call. If you run technical trails regularly and you've been building out a mid-size truck with aftermarket bumpers, winches, and suspension work, this is the first factory option that closes that gap meaningfully without voiding structural warranties. If high-speed desert running is your primary use case, the Ranger Raptor is built for that brief. And if Toyota reliability history is a non-negotiable for you personally, the TRD Pro is still an honest choice. But for technical trail capability direct from the factory, the Iron Ridge is the strongest argument in this segment right now. At the open, I said that factory winch mount wasn't an accessory. Having walked the full picture, the Baja observation brief, the terrain preload suspension, the active winch load management, it's the most honest summary of what this truck is. Every engineering decision visible in these images exists because someone spent 6 months watching what factory trucks couldn't do. I genuinely love your perspective on this, especially if you've owned a TRD Pro or built out a Colorado for trail use. Drop it below. And if you want to see this compared directly to the Tacoma TRD Pro on a technical trail, that video is right here. If this kind of real, no-nonsense automotive analysis is what you're looking for, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.